Hey everybody, I'm Janet. I'm going to show you how to acid test some jewelry that we found at a thrift store today. When you go through a store shopping and possibly yard selling and flea marketing, you can sometimes come across stuff that people have no idea what they have. So the guy behind the counter today laughed at me and said these couldn't possibly be gold, that they had to be brass, and that he was in the military and that he used to polish brass buckles, and he knows because he can rub it with his white cloth and it makes black powder. So little jewelry store trick I know is that you could tell a goldsmith worth his salt by checking his fingertips to see if they're black, because gold makes black powder. Anyhow, long story short, I'm looking at these earrings and I'm like, oh yeah, they're brass? I was like, you think so, huh? I was like, they're hand engraved. It says Katie on there, but they're done by hand. And they don't perfectly match. Somebody loves somebody named Katie very much. And I wish you could see that. This is hand engraved. And then this is a chain around the outside edge that was placed on there and then soldered into place. And this was not done in a factory by, like, where you can buy it from a store. This was done by somebody who, I guess, was trying to build a gift for a person that they cared about deeply. Now, granted, this right here in the back might be plated, right? But when you pick it up in your hand and you feel that there's substantial weight, you have to wonder. Because as you work with heavier, nicer, noble metals, you'll learn that gold has a real weight to it. And the mentor that I studied under, who apprenticed me in a lot of things, told me to always hold your jewelry in your hand like this and try to learn when you're feeling the weight of gold in your hand. And these were heavy. And I looked at that guy and I looked really hard at the engraving and I didn't see any funny colors where the engraving went deep. And I said, well, it could be possibly gold-plated. Could be. I was like, but what about the chain? I was like, I'm looking at the chain, and maybe, just maybe, it's a gold chain. Well, there's only one way to find out, is to spend that $2, because, I would actually tip a bartender $2 or more in a drink, right? So spend the $2 and go home and see what I got. So here's my acid test. All right, and I have these little vials here. And you got this one here will test your silver. And that will, when you rub it on a rock, right? This rock here, or stone they call it rather. Usually when you buy this kit off of eBay, it's really affordable. And it comes with a stone, they call it. But it's actually frosted glass with a black paper background. I hate that thing. I'd rather use my engraver sharpener. It says made in Germany and it's white. And I can see what I'm scratching on there. And so let's kind of go crazy here. And we're going to make a couple of lines, starting off with the chain. And then we're going to do another with the chain, like, in another section. And then we're going to do where we can see this exposed part of the plate here. And we're going to grind the badookie out of it and try to test it with our acid test to see what it says. Okay? All right. Now the idea is, if it's plating, you want to really just knock down any possibility that that plating is what you're testing. So we're going to, first off, yes, I'm going to destroy this thing. Yep, we're going to start off like this. So we're going to do a big long line. And look at that. It's not even changed color where I scrubbed it at all. But it's severely flattened. I'm going to check in good lighting here. Certainly doesn't look plated to me. But hey, you want to go crazy? Let's do this. Now we have a really flat spot that was filed. We're going to make line number 2. Okay. And I still don't see a change in the color. And now I really wish you guys could see what I see, because I've got no ability to zoom in with my phone camera, and that's rough. But you got these 2 lines on my little whiteboard right there. We're going to start out with 10 karat. I just had opened this a second ago. This is a retake. 10 karat. Okay, so the theory is if this acid just disintegrates this line and makes it ate up and completely vanished, you know, where the acid touches it, then you know it is not even 10 karat. But look at that. Do you see that? It's still there. It's still there. Now, this acid should eat anything that is not gold. That's 10 karat gold, I think. Let's see what the 14 karat might say. Let's see if the 14 karat acid is going to eat it. Let's keep watching. I'm going to try to hold my camera still. Oh, that ate up. That ate up. Do you see that? I think what we have, folks, is 10 karat gold. That's pretty awesome. Now, like I said, the clasp on the back probably is not. But we're going to wipe off our acid block and scratch test it too. Because there's something I've noticed about this. This little... Okay, by the way, you take your 14 karat acid drop and wipe it all the way across. And it will clean your rock. Because everything was not as good as 14 karat. But now we're going to take our clasp, the earring closure, right? We're going to just draw more line. So, watch. Right? And sorry for that horrible, horrible sound. But I'm just going a little crazy here because I really want to prove the point. Alright? And now that I've done that and I'm looking... It's still gold on the inside of where I just scratched the craziness out of it. So let's try this 10 karat. Just try it. All right. Ooh. Wow, dude. It's 10 karat all the way at least. That acid is all across that. And it is still strongly... a visible line. Not actually anything has moved off of that line. I think that guy that thought he knew everything just hooked me up. And it was funny, is like I had said to, I was like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna buy those earrings right there. And I tried to not act all excited about it. And I said, well, it's Habitat for Humanity Restore. So I'm gonna go walk around and go look at these rolly chairs because I happen to need like a rolling chair. So like I watched him after he tried to convince me it was brass, and he kept looking at him and kept looking at him. And I think that was kind of mean to me, but I mean, I'm not going to go back and rub it in his face or anything. But I got 10 karat gold for $2. And I have a scale and I could weigh it. We'll see how much that weighs. But that's making me really happy right now. I'm just so happy. There's something else I wanted to show you that like helped give it away for me. It's when you look at the solder, right, on this piece. And you look at the back where the solder would be attached, attaching your earring clip. It's clean. There's no green, and it's extremely just gold. There's no bubbling on any of this. There's no bubbling. There's no mark of any kind that makes you say, hey, you know, that's, you know, gold filled. And because it's made by hand, obviously, and you look, you see a solder ball, and you say, look at that solder ball. It's perfectly gold too. And that is right there, right under my thumb, my fingertip. That is telltale signs that you might have something made of gold. And you should try to, like, you know, if you're going to gamble, try to win with good odds. So